on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high-five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, when you're not, you're not.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. This team facing some early adversity, 0-3 to start this campaign. On the other side, the Bills head coach. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And off we go from Orchard Park. Now an opening has the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft from South Carolina by way of Oklahoma. It's Spencer Rattler.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs for an 0-4 start.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Rattler. That's the one thing they couldn't have there. The sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. 15 yards on the catch and run for the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Allen. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming down. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Here's Allen. Moving outside the pocket. Now he takes off. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. From the gun, here is Allen. Rolling right. Will run again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Set, ready. Set,
The motion there, tight end Johnson. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready, ready. Black, ready.
Now Rattler gonna throw. Man down the field, it's Olave. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
Saints.
Throwing is Rattler. Off he goes. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
Anytime a defense decides to blitz, Mike, they're always rolling the dice, and we see why. You bring that extra defender, and if he doesn't get home, that quarterback not only can escape the pocket, but there is a lot of room to operate downfield.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And
Here we go.
he's able to secure a really nice catch.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up.
Ready.
Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
50, green.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
They face second down and 7.
Let's go. Set.
They'll motion
Go.
their tight end Johnson.
Ready.
Here's Rattler. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Ready.
Saints.
Set. Hut.
On the ground, it's Kamara. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Here comes second and 4.
50 serious. Here we go. Set. Ready. 38. Set.
They'll go again here with Kamara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
But after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
A 38-yard attempt.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints will take a 3-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready for their second possession. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponents when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. Allen now on 2nd down. He's got it at the 3. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Allen gonna throw for it. This punt, and he's not gonna get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
Blue check.
They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Now he is free up the right sideline. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Blue check.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Check one.
To throw, it's Rattler. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Greg Russo getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Check pin.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
Check ready.
And it's
New Orleans, 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. Now Allen on 1st down. He's looking deep for Shakir. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an
Our
end.
tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Titans in the AFC South. And it's the rookie, Cam Ward. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Titans have won 2 straight since the Week 2 loss. They go to 3-1 with the victory. Next up, let's go out to Glendale, Arizona, checking in on the Cardinals as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Sam Darnold. A 4-yard touchdown pass.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bills offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the 1st down. 4th out left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll gain 17 on Here's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Well, we have a moment while we take a look at the key inactives not playing in the ball game here this afternoon. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Out to his right. Taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring in a fresh set of downs.
Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
He's got his big tight end, Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. The Saints offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one caught Devon Vele. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
A gain of 14.
Come on, set. Yep,
The motion there, tight end Johnson. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2.
Quick one.
It's a give now to Kamara. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain. Here's 3rd and 2.
Down. 10 black.
Looking to throw. Rattler. He'll try to run for it. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. He's lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop the throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one from 52 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints move out front. It's 9-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll look to pick up the pace.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he stops at the 25. The drive will begin there. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll take this to about the 28. Matt Milano there to stop it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 13 yards.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Defense red.
First and 10.
17, fight 60. Ready.
Fourth quarter begins with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
It's second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line. Here's second and 8.
Ready. Red. Ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Got it into the hands of Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And he finds some daylight. A pass 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So, from the 37, here's second and 3.
The 37-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Third and 2.
On third and a couple, here's Allen. Looking downfield for Colvin.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. When you found yourself with the lead in the fourth quarter, conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on fourth down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
The second down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. Flush to his right. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, that ball was thrown. Me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New Orleans.
Here's Rattler. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. It is second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On the give, this is Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. In motion goes Cooks. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The Buffalo crowd being heard before third down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. They'll try to run with Kamara. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Here's first down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, you should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
They're going to work this down inside the 45.
Bills. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
First down. Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Here is first and goal. Here's Cook. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard is going to help the field goal kicker right now. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. One more time with Cook. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Rattler. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. New Orleans, third and final timeout. They get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. This crowd urging the defense on. It is 3rd and 8. That is hard. Hooks gets the grab. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Striker, 3-3. Check right. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
The spike comes as we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Another try, 2nd and 10. Rattler now back to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Freeze. Cut.
Throwing is Ratcliffe. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish. And this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Bills. They continue their winning ways the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.